sound. Okay, Carlos from Coldwell Banker. It's 8 seconds in to YouTube live video. Now give me your sales pitch.
Well, great. Well, I appreciate that very much, Steve. And my name is Carlos Gutierrez. I'm with Coldwell Banker. I'm just calling to see if the property's still for sale. You said maybe someone's living in it.
Yeah, I have I have a roommate. I have a roommate
in it.
Yeah, I have a roommate. I have a roommate, and I have a property in Northern California. I have a property in a trust with Marcia Montag. I'll give you her phone number. I'm trying to end some legal issues with her that have been going on for 4.5 years. She's my sister.
Ouch.
And I just Jessica Couch listed my property, and now it's off the market, as I understand it. Zillow is a fucking mess. I have a really good realtor that just moved to Arizona, but I've never met him. Good realtor that just moved to Arizona, but I've never met him. You said you're number 2 where? What's your statistics?
An individual agent in San Diego with 36 offices of Coldwell Banker Real Estate.
So number 2 in Coldwell. Number 2 in Coldwell Banker, not of all of San Diego.
Yes, Coldwell Banker Real Estate. Yes, number 1 real estate company in all of San Diego.
Yeah, no, I
dealer trend
transactions. You're number 1, you said?
Coldwell Banker is.
Wow. Now, what about Kyle Wessel?
Berkshire. He's a great guy. Yeah, he works mostly the East County, he's a great agent. He's more of a broker. They went to EXP, which basically is more of a multi-level marketing company. Which they're trying to do is just recruit more agents, because they make more money when they recruit more agents that pay into a certain amount. So they've gone into a multi-level marketing strategy in regards to their brokerages.
Okay.
There's a lot of different agents that have done that too.
Well, no, that's I'm an old man. I'm 66. How old are you, Carlos?
Yeah, I'm 49. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't think you're old. You're getting into the prime of your life now.
Prime of my life. I love you. Okay.
We're in Macau. You're in Macau right now, right?
Yeah, it's been a great trip. I just called. We're staying at a 5-star hotel, which I don't normally pony up. I like to pay $20 a night for my hotels in Southeast Asia, and all I do is sleep with my Thai wife, who's beautiful. Hopefully I won't move the camera, because one time I got in trouble with Facebook with a buddy because I moved the camera.
Yeah.
And we're running around naked. What, baby?
That's good. Yeah.
What? Past what?
What are you talking about?
Oh, the past. Past. She said about the past.
Yeah, that was in the past. Yes, definitely. That's good. Yeah. Well, great. Yeah. So you got a roommate there, and you said another property, Northern California. Where was the other one with your sister for 4.5 years? What was that?
It's unit number 13. Unit number 3 is the one with the roommate, and then there's one in Escondido, 209 Espanus Glen. And then in Cameron Park, I have 3104 Cambridge Road, and there's some issues with the unit number, occupancy needs some work, had a tenant in it, and I got lots of issues, dude. Lots of issues.
Okay.
So,
is your plan to sell these properties?
My plan is to get a visa for my wife, Senator Kamala Harris, on November 28th. I was turned down by USCIS, I think is the agency. And I asked my Senator Kamala Harris, who's all over the fucking news, wants to be president, blasting Kavanaugh, Me Too, and some of I relate to her issues. I relate to Miss Ford. I bet you something happened to her sexually. I brought back something from my childhood that I remembered, a couple of stories. So we're all individuals. We all have problems. I'm bipolar. So I just want to solve problems. And right now it says the Hangouts Chrome app will be replaced by the Hangouts Chrome extension soon. Learn more. And I don't know how any of this shit works. And I was just writing about the 5G. But I won't go there. So to answer your questions, you want a listing. and make me an
Hey,
offer.
if you do want to sell. If
No,
you
I
want
want.
to sell. That's the only thing. I'm here to help people. Like you said, help people. That's what I do. I'm a professional. Why pay somebody the same amount of money? You can get a true professional that does it every single day instead of somebody that just puts it on the MLS, puts a sign up, and then prays that it sells. That's a lot of agents.
Okay, and I've heard that from a lot of people. And Kyle Wessel may be the same thing, and he did sell my house. And there's another backstory. We would have sold it faster. I would have paid my roommate $5,000 to move out, but I made her a promise. I gave her my word that I would give her 60 days. That I would give her 60 days, and she wanted 60 days rather than $5,000. To me, that's a stupid choice, but that's her choice. So I lived by my word. And we did the deal. Then my dad died right in the middle of. I guess I was in I guess I was in closing the escrow. He died while we were closing the escrow. And there's issues about all that with Title 365 and taxes and stuff. So I'll tell you anything, Carlos. You're a good guy. You're a good salesman. So Jessica Couch has moved agencies, and my property in Northern California is off. I prefer to sell that one because it's a hassle, but I'm doing everything from afar. But it's my choices. We all get choices.
Cool. Where is that property in Northern California?
Cameron Park.
Cameron Park. Do you need a good agent referral up there?
Yes.
Top agent. Okay. Give me the address on the property.
3104 Cambridge Road. And unit 4C, I think it's C, it's 4C. So you tell me.
What's the zip code on that?
92865, I believe. I could be wrong.
92865. Okay. I'll Cambridge Park. I'll look it up, and I'll look it under your name. So, will it come up under your name?
Yeah, there's a bunch of discussion about that, but the answer is yes.
Okay, cool. Steve Wilner, right?
Right.
Okay. So, my little 2-year-old going off with my wife. So
that's a two-year-old?
The little baby girl, yep. She's like, the no word is definitely a prevalent word that will come out of her mouth.
I'm a 2-year-old all the time, so I can relate. We just spent we just spent time. Yeah, we dropped one out of a no, he was walking with his mom. His mom stumbled. It hit his head on the concrete. Oh, it was like, oh my God, memories of when I dropped my baby out of the stroller.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I lifted the front of the stroller, and the baby, my daughter went out the back and fell out. So
that's hilarious. As long as she's okay.
Well, ask her now. She doesn't. I don't know where she. And I don't know which daughter it was. So it's been so long. Shit. The other.
It happens, man. It happens. So you were saying, though, Steve, that Cameron Park, that's the one that you'd rather sell first. 3104 Cambridge Road, 4C 92865. I'll get you a top agent there. Is this the best number to reach you at? I take it if you're answering it now.
I guess that. Well, I'm fighting with T-Mobile. John Ledger. I want John Ledger and T-Mobile is my thing. I think they're a top company. But I was just writing right now that the 5G is just it's a bunch of nonsense. I think it exists all over Asia right now. It's America finding a better way to deliver the product cheaper. And that's why we just had the conversation with my wife. The guy said I could have a late checkout at 2. He was pretty easy. And he said, call me back and maybe we'll give you 4 because we got a 7 o'clock flight. That's the difference between, the bottom and the top. And I just was at the Apple store yesterday. But I'm all for, don't take me wrong. I'm Jewish. You sound Mexican heritage.
That's it, baby.
Okay. And I have a friend, Gilberto Gil. Him and I, with my dad, we moved mountains together. So
Gilberto Gil.
Yeah.
How young is he?
He's older. He's older than me, or the same age.
Gilberto Gil. That sounds really familiar. Big time. I'm thinking in the 70s. If it's the one I'm thinking of, later 70s.
Yeah,
Did he play handball?
I have at one point, but he's a carpenter. He has 2 sons, 2 or 3 sons. No, he has 3 sons. He's been married forever. He's retired in Arizona. There's a picture on my
Oh,
Facebook page. He met my wife in Mexico.
okay.
The guy is. We had some good times together.
Good, good. That's great. Well, I'll help you. I'll find a great agent for you to have a good interview with, and we deal with no bullshit, no drama. Like my friend Bill Walton, the basketball player, he's a good friend of mine. Safety first, and then no drama. So, our job is to basically get the deal done soon.
You still there? Hello, hello.
Are you open to still selling that property then?
You cut out there. It's so funny you mentioned
Yeah.
that because Bill Walton, who's the guy, the Christian guy out in El Cajon. I coached his kids in Swan Nader, or
Who?
there was another guy back in the 70s. I'm older than you, but there was another guy
Yeah.
that Bill Walton. We beat Bill Walton with Lonnie Shelton at Oregon State in Corvallis. I fucking remember that a little bit.
Wow.
But I think it's Swen Nader or something. He has two daughters. I coached him in soccer out in El Cajon.
Oh, wow.
Big
Maybe
Chris-
Nader. Maybe.
Which one?
Yeah, maybe Nader, as
Yeah.
you said.
Yeah.
I think it's the local.
Yeah, he's Christian college, and Walton's got sons. Yeah, no, it's
Yep.
it's a small world. It's a very small world.
I was with Bill this last week riding bikes in Oregon, and he's a big CAF guy, Challenged Athletes Foundation, a big charity that helps a lot of Iraqi war vets, kids born with birth defects, people that might have been injured or blind or whatever the case is, and we give them the opportunity to get back in the game of life through sport. So we just did a big 500-mile ride. I just got back Wednesday.
Oh,
Leaving
sweet.
this Friday. No, Thursday. We leave Thursday. My wife and daughter are coming up. We do a CAF ride, Challenge Athletes Foundation, from San Fran to San Diego.
Sweet.
He supports a lot of people in a big way, lots of money. So,
Well, yeah, he's got it. He's got it. He was yeah.
Yeah.
And his son played NFL too. I mean NBA, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Nate had a cup of coffee, but then his other kids was a manager for Golden State Warriors, and then basically for the Lakers. So he's been crushing it big time. So,
Okay.
yeah, family's doing very well.
Okay. Well,
Thank
it's
goodness,
it's a very small world. To answer your question, I will give you a listing, but I have a roommate, and I will do lease purchase options on any of these. Kyle just posted a video today saying he didn't think the market was going down, but Kyle, I trust Kyle. I think he's a good businessman, but I've heard and there, George, do you know George Kenner?
You just do the best you can. Was there a time that I might be able to connect with your roommate to go take a look at it and do a preview of it, and then give you a true market analysis, telling you the truth of what I believe that you should be able to get for that property, and within 30 days or less?
Within 30 days or less. Sure, but then before you do that, you have to interview Marcia Montag. If you want the job, it's going to be a little more detailed. I love the easy money. I sat down at the poker table yesterday, and I pushed with my kings, and nobody called me. The day before, I pushed with my kings and got beat by aces. It's just a game of poker is life, I guess.
Well, my thing is more of assuredness of when you have a plan, though, and you're the one that's dealing the cards, and you kind of know what's going on because you put the product out to market with the full marketing package as well as the right price. And I'll tell you the truth. I mean, I don't want to take an overpriced listing, Steve. I mean, you sound like a nice guy, but we've known each other, let's see here, 16 minutes and 49 seconds. So I'll just go see it, tell you the truth. Hey, great. I don't want a listing that's not going to sell, and I don't think you want me to put a property on the market that's not going to sell. So I'll tell you the truth.
Well, I've heard all that bullshit, and it's the reality is the market sets the price. Bottom line.
Thank you. Amen.
Okay.
Amen. That's it.
So
who's Marcia Montag?
She is my sister. She is the trustee of my estate, and she owns unit number 13. Or no, I own unit number 13 with her as the trustee. And what I want is a detailed analysis of. Well, what I want to do is put all three properties on the market at the same time. Okay.
Okay.
And then I want to do the numbers, crunch the numbers, and find out what's most advantageous for me. But she already has. screwed me, and it's public knowledge, and I'm looking for the numbers, and I want an audit. I want somebody. I want an accountant to audit her. We need lawyers and we need accountants. Do you have a lawyer and an accountant?
Yeah, whatever you need, you tell me. I mean, if you get what you pay for. So if you want somebody really good, I'll give you somebody really, really good that can do that stuff. I'll put you in touch with them. You tell me what kind of lawyer.
Yeah, but just because you charge more money doesn't mean it's good. You cut out a little bit too, and I think my calls are being monitored. I went to the Google store yesterday. They which product is more expensive, the Samsung Note 9 or the Google new phone that's coming out? And it's coming out. The guy told me yesterday they release it by countries, so that they can get all this, because there's so many fucking rules and regulations, and everybody does their best, but nobody can get this shit right. Nobody.
I have no idea which one's which. I have the iPhone 10, and I know that cost me, I think, like $1,000 or $1,200. I don't remember when it came out. I got it. So
is that the new one? But, that's the brand new one, right?
Yeah. Well, they just came out with the new one that's like the 10S or 10XS or something. This one is from, I think, the beginning of the year. I got it.
Okay, that's right. And now they have the other one that's coming out now. Yes,
the new one.
Okay.
Yeah, they're always coming out with new stuff in October. So that's it, really. But I don't know. You were saying detailed analysis and crunch the numbers. You want a lawyer and an accountant, I heard you say?
No. I got a college degree. I'm not stupid. I'm as stupid as they come. I'm the stupidest motherfucker on the planet. But
no, I thought you said you wanted someone to audit the numbers from your sister. Was that correct?
No, what I want from my sister is I want her to end the trust and give me my money. If there's another property, if you look up 8766 Lake Angela Drive, 8766 Lake Angela Drive.
Lake Angela.
Okay. Now I could still be in that house rather than what I have. I probably would have more money. I would have definitely a lot more work. That's what I tell everybody. The Apple phone is for the idiots because it always works. Because you pay top dollar for it, and they won't. But the Note, the Samsung phones, I think are much more variable. I don't know. Variable is a word that's coming to my mind. It's not a good word. But much more functional and more tools. It'll do more shit.
Yeah.
But Apple works.
Lake Angela Drive. Is that in Lake Murray or?
Yeah, Lake Murray area, San Carlos.
Okay. So 92019, I think that is.
92119.
Oh, 92119. Okay, cool. Thank you. So,
and that's probably worth, the way you're talking, I bet you that's worth it. I could Google it myself. It's probably worth $1 million now. I sold it for 400 and I think 25,000. I think I bought it for 400, sold it for 425. If my memory serves me, and it doesn't.
Okay. So getting back to it, you wanted to list all three of the properties here on 4521 55th Street, number 3, number 13, and was there another one?
And Cameron Park, and I want to list Escondido because my sister and I are still fighting, and I have $100,000 claim against her for damages. And well, no, she said in a recorded conversation with the lawyer on the line, lawyer accountant on the line, Janice and Allen, that, or no, she said after that, we had a conversation about that property. After that, she said, I really want the unit number 13. I said, well, what the fuck? How come neither one of us has what we want? You're the person in control. Something's wrong here. And her excuse will be the HOA is all fucked up. I was on the board. They only have 2 board members, and I don't know if that's legal or not. So when you do your due diligence for giving me a fair price, but I just want a ballpark price. I don't need. It's all nonsense anyway. Put it on the price and let's see what the market does. And I want the most I can get. It's easy to go down. In fact, women are fucking, and that's a bad sexist statement. But you go to the shopping mall, it's anywhere from 50 to 80 to 90% off on inflated prices. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. It's easy to fool the masses.
That's classic. Yeah. Well, great. Do you want to connect me with Marcia then, or how should I do this? And in regards to meeting with her and talking about what you're trying to accomplish.
I'm only interested in bottom line numbers and results. 619 851 6771 619 851 6771 M Montag at Cox.net.
Did you want to give her a call? Or you have
No. I have total conversations. I communicate with everybody. Just like where was I? My thing with Senator Kamala Harris. Since we're live on the internet. When I call her office and I talk to her people, she's the boss, and they say we'll get back to me. That's a fine, acceptable answer. Same as you and I are talking.
Mm-hmm.
We will do that, or we'll say fuck you. We're walking off and going our own way. But when I ask again, okay, that's fine. When will you get back to me? And they say, we will get back to you. That's not an acceptable answer from a senator in the United States who wants to be president. Donald Trump will tell you, we'll go fucking meet at the table. I'll send my vice president. I'll send all my fucking people. I'll send all the peons is a word he might use. I love the guy because he's a fucking straight shooter on some level, but he's a lying sack of shit on others. And I don't lie, and I don't think he does. I think his intentions are good and it's demonstrated. But I will also follow another guy on the internet about the stock market, and I made $300 last night. I'm happier. It's much happier when it's going up. When it's coming in, it's easy. But when you're going broke, and what my daddy said, once you get on the merry-go-round, it's hard to get off. I don't want to get. I like the merry-go-round. I just went to Disneyland for 2 days, but I just want to keep what I got, and same as you, yeah.
And then some, yeah, definitely. So,
yeah. No, I'm happy with what I got.
Marcia?
Yeah, if you can call Marcia, record the conversation just like we're Facebook Live now. I mean, the YouTube Live. Record the conversation because I want her out of my life. She says she loves me, but she doesn't like me right now. I love her. I'll love her forever. She's my sister. But if this is the relationship, and I have this conversation with my Thai wife, we will be happy or we will be apart. That's how everybody else deals with it. Ignore it or do whatever you do it. But I'm all about solving problems. I'm a man, and you're a man. I think in a Mexican man, there's strong, there's cultural shit there too, and there's Thai shit, there's American shit, there's all kinds of shit. It is what it is. So.
And yeah, most of the time, if you really want, solid people, you look in the ethnic backgrounds, and that's pretty much where you get it. And that's the honesty and the hard work and the trust. So I'm not going to say one is better than the other, but I would ask though, if we could maybe that you could call her or text her or email her and let her know that I will be calling her and that this may be able to solve all the problems. Potentially, I don't know the background. However, if you
she's in control. She's in control, and she's not releasing it. It's power and control. And we've been having conversations. Clive Twyman has been helping me, and I'm putting here live on the internet. He has no legal responsibility. He's a friend. He's an advocate. He's helping me, and he has his own life, and he spent way too much time. I'm only interested in results. But he at least had the conversation. Craig Knoll, there's a Thai wife story there with a guy that blew his brains out on the steps. I will drop, if Apple doesn't fix my problem, I'm going to drop a $600 Apple phone off the 23rd floor. And I may go after it next. But right now my life is pretty fucking good. I just killed it in Macau, but I gave a lot back. But I didn't give it all back. And we're going to go to Thailand. They're advertising about immigration. It's fucking corrupt as hell. They're trying to clean it up. But everybody else just pays the fucking money, and it's kind of like Apple. You pay the money and it works. And if it doesn't work, they'll make it right.
Well, what I'll do then, I guess I'll give Marcia a call and state that you want to sell number 3, number 13, and 3104 Cambridge Road, number 42.
And 209 Hispanis Glen, okay? Because and I want to live in Hispanis Glen. That's where I want to live. That's my choice. But right now I'll live in as I work out my so there's too much, Carlos. I want to let you go. But My email is stevew407 at gmail.com. stevew407 at gmail.com. You can go. You can go to the internet, and this will be your permission. It's broadcast to the world. The whole world knows it. It's not hidden. I do everything in the open, and maybe that's not good because privacy is the protection that all these corporations use. But I'd rather they just be honest and truthful.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you like me to do then?
I want you to call her. Just call her, and then I don't have to do any more work. But if you want, I'll send you an email. I'll send you a text. I'll do whatever I will do the work. I will do the work.
What I'll do is give her a call and say it has a call with you, and then you're interested.
Now they're blocking you. You just got blocked.
Would that be correct?
You just got blocked. Whatever you said just got blocked off the video.
You would like to sell these 3 properties. Marcia, he asked me to give you a call to interview you. Would you meet with me to interview to sell these 3 properties? Because that would be Steve's desire to sell these 3 properties and move on. Are you okay with that?
Can I twist it?
You could tell me what you like. Yeah.
Okay.
It's up to you.
I want to sell one of the 3 properties, and I want to figure out all the tax ramifications. She's a CPA, and then we have to go back to all the other tax ramifications. Right now I will file with the tax court before October 19th. I will draft an email, send it to everybody, including Janeth and Allen. But my position is I don't owe any taxes. I may not have done it right, but I don't give a fuck. It's all about intentions. And for me, it's, what do you call it? The thin blue line or whatever. I'm all for the guys watching each other's back in the police department. But when they shoot somebody and they just shoot them just because they're too lazy to fucking chase them down. And I'd rather just let them go. That my wife's saying talk. So,
it is about execution also, because when you say you got intentions, but when the freaking IRS comes after you and this is recorded, then you want to definitely make sure that the execution is there as well. So that's when we work together. I have a full team that can help you, and any referral you need to help you to make sure that you do it correctly. But
even the experts got it wrong. And my position with Janeth and Allen, she's an expert. There is a law.
Okay.
We have a disputed bill. She charged me $6,000 for fucking air. I hired her for one thing, and she didn't do shit with that. But it's her staff. You have your staff. We all have the staff. Right now, the Jessica couch, and it's all fucked up with Google. We paid $350 to fix the air conditioning that's been fixed before, but I was told was broke. It's long stories. I got too many stories, Carlos. So what I want to do is I want to sell one property and increase my cash position. I think we're at the top of the market. I'd love to hear your opinion, and I'll talk forever. I'll fucking talk forever. So you have to control the conversation from your end too. But in sales, it's your job to listen. I was in sales. I sold fucking multi-million-dollar construction projects. Long time ago, my wife said.
Well, I'm just calling basically because I don't have the full story, so that's why I'm asking a lot of questions, spending more time with you on the phone right now, 31 minutes and 12 seconds, and just making sure that I get a little bit more of the story before I call Marcia and then call you back and I have more information.
Well, I don't know you, but you've been really good, and there's many people that can do the job. It's just like the NFL and the NBA and the what's the NBA Major League. So the star always gets to play until he gets hurt, and then they bring in the second string, and he may be even better. But it's just the way life works in somebody. And Anita just commented back on my comment. She said I tagged her. I tagged people, so she tagged me back. So this will be live under the other address. Did I give you my email address?
Yeah, you gave it to me, steve47@gmail.com.
So look at, I forget what I titled this. It's 29 minutes. It's too much of your time. You got to go make some money. But I will answer all your questions. I will work with you to get it done. I gave Jessica 30-day listing, but I have to work with my roommate too. He takes care of my mail. He sends me shit. And I will do lease purchase option, which nobody seems to like. But
yeah, sales, just straight sale. Just straight sale. With the market shifting right now, honestly, I would give a straight sale. Just sell it. You got some, 300,000. You can get 3% loans on that if you have decent credit right now. That should not be that hard to buy. So, what I'll do, Steve, is that I will end this conversation, but I'll call Marcia tomorrow morning, let her know that I had a conversation with you. You would like to sell one of those 3 properties and then figure out your position and then move on from there. See what she says, and I'll call you back and let you know. But you enjoy your trip in Macau.
Well, we're leaving today. I will. You have my email, stevew407@gmail.com, and please record the conversation with Marcia Montag. If she doesn't want to talk in a recorded call, then she's just furthering her cover up of whatever she's doing. I just want her out of my life. She can. We can be brother sister, but I do not want her controlling my money. She's not doing a good job. I can do a better job, and we'll let the numbers decide.
You don't want to listen all that.
About my sister and my dad. Sometimes it's better to, split ways and move on, and then you take your proceeds and you do your thing.
Okay. You got cut out again there too,
well,
boss.
You guys have a great time, man.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Good night.
How do I finish?